heard somebody calling me. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video I'm gonna bring something different. All 2020 I wanna do different types of videos, like all kinds of different types of videos. So this video I decided to do like makeup and healing. So I was thinking maybe do that like once a month or once every 2 months. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see how this one goes, because this is my actual first one. So I'm basically going to be talking about my experiences and my healing journey and, you know, mindset and all that stuff. So I'm going to try to keep the video under 15 minutes, hopefully. If I see that it's longer, I will make like a part 1 and a part 2. So yeah, let's just jump into it. And I already did my eyebrows off camera because I wanted to cut some time. So yeah, so basically I started this process I believe it's September or October of 2019, where I was in a point where I had enough. I was fed up. I was tired, like tired, literally tired. I was tired of everything. I was drained. Like I was completely mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I was drained. I was drained. So that's when I announced on my Instagram that I will not be taking any hair or makeup appointments, simply because I wanted to take a break for myself. First of all, let me say I do recommend that you take time for yourself, and I do recommend that you start a journey. This is a journey that I would highly recommend, to start a self-love, self-care journey. Like that is a priority. That's a must. Like everyone should know that. That's a must. But you know, life can be very overwhelming, and like that we end up forgetting, since we're so focused of doing for others and pleasing others, that we end up forgetting to take care of ourselves. But the reason why I decided to do this journey is because I was in a point in my life last year where I had enough. Enough was enough. I had this, like, just enough for everything and everybody. Like I have enough. And like I said, I was tired. Like I'm over people. I'm over things. I'm just over. So and I was, like I said before, I was to a point where I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know that my purpose. My confidence was very low. I mean, low, like, and sometimes we don't realize it ourselves when we're like that, when we're like in a point where we lost ourselves. So at that point, your emotions starts to get the best of you. Your emotions starts to speak for you and act out for you without you even realizing that. So I can't remember exactly what was the last straw, and I said, you know what, I'm done. Because I recently found out that I'm an empath person. The reason why I say I go like this, because I don't believe a lot of things, but a lot of things is just scientific or whatever, but this is what people are calling it. And all my life, I felt like I was different. Like I say, I had enough. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna get into this self-love. I need to focus. It's like, you know what, like at the end of the day, I gotta make sure I'm good. So that's my situation. And I also had a sit down with a woman who I went to beauty school with. And for a whole hour, when I say I cried and I vented, I actually, because she saw it in me. That's another thing. Like we don't realize that we actually, when people look at us, they could tell if we have low self-esteem or self-confidence, something, because just the way we might not see it, we might not know it, because we don't realize that. You know, seeing videos and speaking to that mentor, that coach, you know, she advised me to. She said some really wonderful stuff. Like she said, you know, what matters is me, my happiness, my peace. And, you know, she was like, F whoever, like, You are what matters. And that makes so much sense. Like after that, I said, you know, I'm gonna take a break. And once I did that, oh my goodness. Like once I started doing that, everything, I started seeing things that I didn't know was there. I started realizing a lot of things that I couldn't see before. That moment that I took to do this journey, he had all my attention. And it's like he was like, okay, now I could show you what I've been trying to show you that you wasn't paying on mine. So I'm gonna show you. It's like, and he started putting everything. I started seeing everything from different views. I started seeing everything. And then I started realizing that self-love is when you know who you are. Self-love is when you walk in the confidence that you are. Self-love is finding yourself. You need to know who you are and what is your purpose. Like if you don't know that, then you have work to do. Like you really have to figure out who you are. And first of all, like you have to figure out who you are, and you have to tell yourself that you matter. Like you matter, and you're supposed to be first. Like you can't sit there. I'm used to Anastasia soft glam. I'm gonna go in with that right there. I'm just gonna do a regular soft glam. So I started seeing things from all different view of aspects. Things I couldn't see, things I was being blinded to. I was being blind to. Things I refused to believe. Things that that God kept putting in my life, for me to open up my eyes, and I wasn't. I kept just putting it off or just shutting it to the back or whatever, because an empath is a person that can feel and like can feel someone's vibe, like someone's real true tension. That's me. I've been like that all my life, and I have always said, and I have always asked myself, am I weird? Like, this is weird. This feeling is weird. Like, what is this about? But I always brushed it under the rug. I never really paid any mind, and it kept getting stronger. Like I even walk in a room and I could feel people's emotions. I could feel their vibe. I could feel if they're true, they have really true intentions and everything. And honestly, this is what I was saying. I think it was one of my last videos. A lot of people, well, I had posted it on my Instagram. I don't remember, but a lot of people don't have pure, true intentions towards me. So that's why I decided to cut people off. I don't have a problem cutting anybody off. Like I learned to master that very well. Because another thing to self-love and self-growth is acknowledging and being responsible and owning up to your wrongs, owning up to what you have done and what you're doing. Like you can't always point the finger. You can't do that. You really have to realize that. I realized that I was toxic too. And like I said, you literally become what you surround yourself by. You literally become the product of your own environment. And since I was around so many toxic people, I thought it was like cool. I thought like, but you don't even realize that you're toxic. That's the thing. You don't realize it takes a strong person. It takes a humble person to actually admit that they're toxic. Because not everybody will actually admit it. Because if you try to tell somebody that they're toxic, they will get defensive really quickly. Those are the people that you need to stay away from. Those are the people that you don't need around your life. Because if they can't realize that they're toxic themselves, then you can't be around people like that. Because they will only point a finger at you. They will only sit there and tell you, no, that it's just you. And that's the type of people you don't need around your life. So once I started like realizing what I was missing in my life and why I was making me so down. And that's another thing. Being an empath person, I pick up on people's vibe and their mood. And if somebody was sad, it makes me sad. If somebody was heartbroken, it makes me heartbroken. Don't ask me why. It's just weird. If somebody was crying, like I would literally start tearing up. Like I could sense when somebody is really down on the low, low in their life, I was always that person that would try to cheer everybody up. I wanted everybody to, be happy. I wanted people to pursue their dreams and their goals. But all along, I was forgetting about myself. Like, what do you want? I never stop and ask, what do you want? Are you okay? And that's, now that I think about it, I'm like so sad about it. I'm so like, I was so angry at myself that I allowed this to even happen to me, to myself. Like, I should have never done that. I should have put myself first. But you learn in life, so you can't beat yourself over it. You just learn in life, and you just learn to move forward. So that's what I did. I broke it down into of everything that was making me sad, and what is it, what was it I was missing, because I felt empty in my heart as well. And I ended up putting a wall for my feelings, so I was blocking like the whole entire world out. That as well is not a good thing either, because you don't want to shut out just everybody, because not everybody has ill intentions. Some people do have pure intentions, not all people, but some people do. And you don't want to miss out on good things in life because you're sitting there unshutting everybody because you think everybody's out to get you. Still not 100% me yet, but the beauty of this, I found my purpose. I know who I am now. Like, I know, like I said, I could tell you I'm 50% aware of who I am now. And the reason why I'm doing this video now, because like I said, I like to share my journey. And people have asked me questions like that, like, you know, how do you know when how do you know when you find yourself? What is self-care really? What self-love? What do I do to I can't teach you self-love. I really can't. I just could tell you what I did for self-love, but it's really usually you have to take a step back and just shut everything out and just take a step back and look at just life, look at everything, look at who you hang with, look at your environment, look how you talk, look what you're doing. Don't worry about what the next person is doing. Look at what you're doing and what you're gonna do to change. That's the most important thing. What you're gonna do to change. Once you find out what is this making you the way you was feeling, and what caused you to lose yourself. Once you find that out, you have to work on change, because if you don't work on change, that's not self-growth, that's not self-love, that's not self-care. You're just going to be stuck in repeating the same cycle over and over again. Now, the reason why I'm saying I'm tired and I'm done 2020 is because I noticed that I was giving my energy and my all to the wrong people, to people that won't even cross the street for me. I done so much, not only for family, I've done for friends, co-workers. I have done so much. I have helped people that will either take the credit for themselves, or they'll just brag about somebody else, or give the credit to somebody else, and never speak about what I have done in their life or what I did for them, or it's nonsense like that or whatever. So I had bottled all that, and I sucked all that in. Obviously it did destroy me, like, meaning not to the point where stuff like that really makes you feel like, you start questioning what is wrong with you because of people like that. Like, people are so rude. People are so into themselves. People are so, like, thinking that the world revolves around them. And those are the people that you need to stay away from. Like, those are the people that you don't need to be around in your life. So, now, when I say toxic, mind you, I own up to say, I said that I realized that I was toxic myself. Without me realizing. So I started with that. I started changing the things that I was doing that was no good. I started like with I slowly started doing like Bible study. I did it first when I first was like all over the place. That I could really honestly has helped me tremendously in making really good decisions and choices in my life, and basically changing. Bible study has done that for me. And like I said, I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't hide. I don't sit there and point fingers. I used to do all that. I used to point fingers and all that, but I don't anymore. Like, I actually will tell you, yeah, I said that, or no, I didn't do that. And if somebody treat me wrong, I still say that's my fault, because I allow it. So basically, when I say that I'm tired, and I say like 2020, I'm not tolerating any toxic people. I'm not going to surround myself with toxic people. I'm not going to be speaking to toxic people. I don't want the drama. I don't want the gossip. I don't want none of that. So all 2020, I want to surround myself with people that wants growth, that people that take full responsibilities of their actions and the things they allow in life, and that they are not complainers or manipulative, or people not like that. People that actually are humble, and they know when they're doing, like, when they're wrong. People that elevate my peace, my happiness, my growth, and you know, and push me to be better, and are not